Hello there.
So I want to preface this video just by saying that this is a part one of a two-part sort of series. So this first part is kind of just a breakdown of me breaking down the new Jurassic World trailer and talking about why I think that Universal is doing what Disney could never do or would never do with the Star Wars franchise. But part two will sort of be more of a comparison of both franchises and comparing who kind of did better and all that good stuff. So stay tuned for part two. But for now, enjoy this little teaser, I guess, with part one. Enjoy the video, guys.
Atomic Fair.
Okay guys, so this is a little bit of a different kind of video. This is actually about the Jurassic franchise and why I think that Universal and the Jurassic franchise in general is pretty much doing what Star Wars could never do and would never do for some reason. So at first I want to break down this trailer and I'm going to go through it a little bit. I'm not going to have any audio just for copyright purposes, but we're going to go through it a little bit and talk a bit about the trailer and my thoughts on it. And then I'll get into exactly why I think Universal is really trumping Disney in this aspect. And some of you guys might already know where I'm going with this. So the trailer obviously starts with the Universal logo and it's kind of got that DNA, I don't know, that sort of amber look to it that's really cool. So it's cool to see the cracks and stuff there. And then we see Blue. Obviously we see Chris Pratt's character. We see that Blue had a kid and she says, you know, that's impossible. And I think it's so funny, like, how they're turning the dinosaurs into, at least with the raptors, they're like dogs or something. It's like supposed to be cute, like, oh, look at how cute little Blue is. You know, they soften up their eyes and their features and stuff. But I'll say this, the CGI is so good at this point. They make the dinosaurs look so real. It's honestly unbelievable to see. So yeah, this part is cool. I'm still not into the whole dinosaurs, you know, cute raptor things. I like the raptors when they were scary and intimidating, but we're supposed to feel bad here because, you know, Blue's baby got taken by these, I don't know, bad guys. They're bad guys that are taking away Blue. Probably just try to sell her on the black market, Blue's baby or something, skin her or something, I don't know. So yeah, it's, like I said, it's just crazy. I mean, Blue would have ripped him to shreds. It's whatever. So June 10th it comes out. That's exciting. And we see now that the dinosaurs are breaking out into the real world. And here we have our first shot of Laura Dern's character. She looks a little older. She looks good. She looks good. I don't know. I feel like she has a bit of plastic surgery. Her face looks so different. Now, of course, the Mosasaurus is like the new freaking fan favorite of the Jurassic World franchise, so we're going to have to keep seeing the Mosasaurus over and over, and it's really cool. The Mosasaurus is so cool. I wish they'd spend a bit more time with the Mosasaurus, but let me go back a little bit here. So yeah, here's the Mosasaurus, and then, so we go to half speed here, we can see some other really cool dinosaurs, and we can see that they're just breaking out into the open world. And then we see Jeff Goldblum with the iconic leather jacket. I'm sure he is going to embody the same persona that he did in the original Jurassic Park, and hopefully not the version from, you know, the second Jurassic Park, more so the first Jurassic Park's Jeff Goldblum, Dr. Ian Malcolm, in that version of the character. And then there's Dr. Grant right there. That's cool to see. Kind of see him pop up right there. And here we have what looks to be Carnotaurus. I'm not going to be breaking down exactly what dinosaurs are what. I'm not that big of a channel, or I'm not that big of a dinosaur buff to where I know them all, but I know a lot of them. But yeah, then Chris Pratt is over here doing the old Jurassic World callback, you know, the whole calm down, like, mentor thing, like he can actually train and control these dinosaurs. Yeah, whatever. Like, I never really bought that stuff, but this is cool. This, I think, is the Atrociraptor, if I am correct in saying that. Now, this is a totally new species of freaking raptor that just looks to be a bigger, beefier, you know, more bulked out version of the original raptors that we saw in Jurassic Park. Now, look at that. They look so cool, though. They do look really cool. So yeah, and then we see, you know, Chris Pratt's character taking off on the bike, and here they come chasing him. I don't know, I feel like they would catch up to that bike pretty damn quick. But it's all fiction, of course. But yeah, no, they look so cool. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, this whole scene looks to be cool, but this movie looks to be just so much action. You know, there's a lot of action. This is definitely not going to encapsulate the same kind of feel from the first Jurassic Park. We see humans getting eaten there. But I've just learned to accept it, honestly. You know, I'm excited to see some cool dinosaur action. Now, it looks like a plot of land here is burning or on fire. This must be maybe towards the end of the movie. And we see a couple of our favorite characters from both the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World franchises working together. And we see them all crossing over here, which is just so damn cool to see. And there just look to be a lot of different action sequences here. Everything ranging from, you know, what looks to be like cityscape. And then we have like, you know, the snow, the mountains, and different stuff like that. And then we even have what looks to be, you know, some desert settings and some foresty settings, just a lot of different settings in this movie that look to be pretty exciting. Then we have Dr. Alan Grant right here. That's really cool to see. It's good to see him with a beard. He looks good. He looks good. He looks real good for his age. I think he looks the best out of all of them, even over Jeff Goldblum, although he looks really, really good for his age too. But yeah, I think both these guys have aged pretty well, honestly. And then we see Chris Pratt here with Blue's baby on his back. And it's funny how they're kind of saying here, like, you got a dinosaur like on your back, like a baby. And it's funny because it's like, you know, they come from a freaking movie, the first Jurassic Park, and you know, the first couple Jurassic Park movies, these raptors were terrifying. I think it's kind of funny here. It's almost like poking fun at that aspect. Whereas, you know, Chris Pratt's character just kind of sees them, Owen kind of sees them as, I don't know, almost pets or something. And we see the Giganotosaurus up close and personal, always trying to trump the T-Rex and one-up the T-Rex. But it'll be cool to see another absolutely massive dinosaur. I guess this is the one that would be even the Indominus Rex and the T-Rex or whatever. I don't know. They just keep getting bigger. And then we have Dr. Ian Malcolm here, kind of doing the same sort of thing with the flare callback from the first Jurassic Park. Cool stuff to see there. Lots of member berries here in this trailer and nostalgia. Now, this is the new dinosaur that I'm talking about. I'll probably throw it up on the screen in the editing and maybe throw the name up there, but I can't think of it off the top of my head right now while I'm shooting this video. But yeah, this looks good. This looks good and exciting. Another cool action scene of this plane getting ripped apart by some type of pteranodon. And then a whole new type of raptor, another new raptor here, an actual feathered dinosaur that goes underwater. And it's clear that they're just trying to invigorate the Jurassic franchise however they can by introducing all these different dinosaurs and stuff like that. And seeing the ones with feathers are really cool. Now this is sort of, I'd say this is probably the money shot of the trailer here. Definitely a callback to Jurassic Park 3 and the whole don't move a muscle scene. And the CGI on that Giganotosaurus looks pretty amazing. I mean, look at all that. Look at the tongue detail and all that stuff. It looks insane. But yeah, this is like the whole cast and crew of Jurassic Park on the left and Jurassic World on the right. And then this new character here in the middle, who I'm guessing maybe will be like the, I don't know, like the computer techie guy that's always in a Jurassic Park movie ever since the first one. And yeah, we see a big glimpse of an action scene from the very end of the movie. This all looks really exciting and definitely a lot of action. This is very much clinging to the action and how cool it's all going to be. But I want to see the Giganotosaurus fight Rexy, and I'm sure that she'll come in here at some point and they're just not showing it. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Giganotosaurus is defeated. And I think it's funny here because Universal is doing what Disney could never do and would never do for some reason, which is uniting all the characters from the old and new versions of the movies. Now, Star Wars should have done this with Luke, Leia, Han, and then all of the new cast to sort of have this passing the torch moment, but we never did. And with this movie, this isn't even more of a passing the torch. This is like the end game of Jurassic Park movies or Jurassic World movies. So I think it looks really good, guys. I think it looks really, really good. Makes me wonder why Disney would never do this with Star Wars, because they would have made so much more money. Although I'm sure they're not really hurting either way. But yeah, what do you guys think about this whole trailer and the notion that they're actually crossing over all the major characters from the Jurassic franchise and, like I said, doing what Star Wars could never do and now can't ever do, because Princess Leia is gone, unfortunately. And it's funny because at this point Harrison Ford is so old and Mark Hamill is getting up there in age too, to where they'll never have the opportunity to cross over the characters like the Jurassic franchise is doing here ever again. The ship has sailed, and it's really sad to see. But let me know what you guys think about this, what you think about my little breakdown and analysis here on the Jurassic World Dominion final trailer. I'm really excited to see this movie. I'm super stoked, honestly, to see how it's all going to end and to honestly see all the characters cross over again and kind of have, you know, that nostalgia member berries element. Now, there's no doubt that Hollywood is really playing off nostalgia hard these days. There's a reason for it, because it makes a lot of money. So we're going to see how this turns out. If it's anything close to the quality of No Way Home and the way that they crossed over all their characters and stuff like that, all the different Spider-Men, although it's not quite as comparable, if it's anything close to that quality, we are going to be in for something really fun. But comment what you guys think below. That's really all I have for this video, guys. So until the next one, be safe and stay well. Bye-bye.